come back this way. Okay, well, we will give people a moment to jump in again. Let me hook my phone up to the charger. Let me make sure that I'm actually live on YouTube. Oh, yep, I see somebody jumped in. Okay, we're good. Let me grab my other camera. Okay. All right, so this is a live YouTube demonstration of how to wrap a complicated bumper using the Paradox paint protection film. Even though this bumper is primered, you just need a little bit of prep on this, and you don't need to use heat at all because PPF film is that great, okay? So this is definitely the next level up in what you should be using to change the color of your car. PPF will last a lot longer, and it's extremely usable. Anyone can do it if you just know the right technique. So in this video, we're gonna show you how to do it yourself, okay? So this bumper here has primer on it from the body shop. But what I found out was that when you're applying PPF to primer, it doesn't want to stick, okay? The reason why it doesn't really want to stick is because primer always has a little bit of primer dust, even though you sand it smooth, and it's not it's not a glossy, smooth surface like glass, so the PPF doesn't want to stick to it. To fix that problem, I mean, normally when you wrap a car in regular vinyl, it will stick to it just fine. But PPF just doesn't. So to fix that problem, what I found out was a good solution was to go around and spray every portion of this bumper with a little bit of clear coat, okay? Specifically focusing on these very recessed areas right here, okay? These recessed lines, this line up here, this area down here, this area where it bends down, clear coat. Okay. The clear coat I used, you can just get one of these from Home Depot or anywhere. This is just your regular old Rust-Oleum 2K clear. You don't have to make it super glossy. I know when you're clear coating something, people like to put on like thick multiple coats to cause it to be super glossy, but that's not the point. The point of this is to make it glossy enough so that the PPF sticks. So you don't have to worry about getting runs. You just literally go around, go like 2 or 3 sprays, move on to the next portion. Then you can come back and then do it again real quick. So it's a quick like 2 coat. If you get any runs on this, like I got some runs right here, you can go back and then you can just hand sand it with a little bit of like 400 grit or something like that, just so that it's smooth. But you don't need to re-clear coat the spot that you sand again. You just want to make sure that there's clear coat in mostly these recessed areas and on the edges. That will help the PPF stick. We're gonna start wrapping this right now, okay? So prep-wise, oh shit, there we go. Prep-wise, on this particular bumper, I did, you can see the, hold on, this is all crazy, okay. You can see how the recess area is a little glossy, okay? You're gonna want all these crevices to have the clear coat in it. It's not gonna push into here, and it's not gonna push into up here, so I put black wrap in here. That's also the reason why I spray this in black, because we'll wrap all the way into here. And then if we want this to look black, we will cut off as we need to, okay? Up here, all this has been sprayed. This section right here is gonna be in a separate piece. It's gonna meet up on this section. We're gonna work it into here because there's clear coat in here, so that will stick. If you don't put clear coat in here, it'll just keep popping up off this thing, okay? So you guys who are watching on YouTube, this video will be uploaded once I have finished this car, after the full video has been reviewed. But I'll save it so you guys can rewatch it later. Okay. Here we go. So now that we have the prep and start of it recorded, we're going to start the actual video. Okay. All right, so in this video, we are going to show you the entire wrapping process on this bumper without using any heat. The only time you need to use heat when you wrap with PPF, which is the new Paradox material, is to seal it up. Okay, so the paint protection film is incredibly durable and it stretches. It would just basically do whatever you want it to do. All right, let me make sure your lens is clean here. Let me give you a good little wipe. Okay. All right, so if you're tuning in on YouTube, you're getting a exclusive look at this car getting done. It's almost done, just this back part. Okay, step back over here, Blind. You're just gonna run this camera. We're gonna let the YouTube camera run on auto. Okay. Let me break out my piece. What the hell? What? Oh, damn, it's a giant.
Praying man, scared the
We
shit
got
out
a
of me.
giant praying mantis chilling. Okay, just leave it alone for now.
Thing's tweaking.
If it flies
What's up,
on me,
6G? If it flies on you, he's about to kill you.
I'm gonna yell like crazy. I don't want it to slash me up.
What's the turnaround time once the vehicle's been dropped off to y'all?
About a week. Okay. So first, before we get started, we're gonna clean this thing real good.
Oh, we're in Northern California.
Okay. We're gonna clean this thing super good. Even though it's already been cleaned several times, we're gonna do it again. I'm not using any triple S on this because I actually want it to stick. So maybe on a regular car with paint, I would. But I'm just gonna use the cleaning solution for now.
It's a kitted MR2.
No, it's a Porsche Mirage GT
That's the Gambala.
999. Okay. Get it right.
We're about 3 or so hours from the Bay Area.
Okay.
Very close.
Alright, we're just gonna give this a nice, good cleaning before we lay the PPF on. So if you guys missed how I did the front bumper on live, we're gonna show you this one live. Okay, no heat is required. You can if you want to, but it doesn't really, the way the PPF is built, it doesn't really help. It's so good that normally without heat, it will behave as if it was already heated. Super stretchy. You want to use that to your advantage. So I'll talk you through how to do it with how stretchy it is. You want to stretch it, but only around the curves, and then you don't stretch it when you get to the edges. Okay, hope that makes sense.
It is black PPF, yeah.
Yeah, the roof is black PPF. This will last me up to 8 years. Okay. All right. Ready?
No, Mike was here a few days ago.
Okay. Hold on, let me start this up. This bumper is a little short, so I have to do a little bit of a stretch on it.
The car on Tokyo Drift, yeah, that's an RX-7. This is an RX-7. Do you ever show how to remove wrap on an entire vehicle?
What?
Do you ever show how to remove wrap on an entire vehicle?
There's not much to show other than you just pick apart and start peeling. Okay. We're ready? Roll on that camera and action. Pause it. All right, so basically, I'm just gonna position this. You can reposition the YouTube camera now. I'm basically just gonna position this to where I want it to sit. Okay, before I pull the backing side off. I want it to sit up nice and tight so that it covers everything. It needs to kind of slant down a little bit because this bumper is kind of like a weird shape.
Okay, it's the Chanel Yellow. PPF.
Very beautiful yellow. A very unique color.
Is it similar to a darker yellow? No, it's more light.
It's more like a banana pudding.
Yeah.
Custard. Looks very good with the black accents, I must say. Okay, so positioning is very important. This is the part you don't see in a regular video. I make sure that it's all in the right place before I even pull the backing off.
Then and now, thank you for the rose. Welcome back. Dakar? I've never seen Dakar yellow.
What?
Dakar. Or Daker. I don't know how to say it. I've never heard of it. I've never seen it.
What's a big car?
Dakar.
Never heard of it.
If I wanted to wrap half of a body panel, how do I keep the wrap from peeling up?
You don't stretch it.
Is dry applied PPF easier to install than vinyl?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Watch how easy this is. Normally I have to heat it, but this one I don't. Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Alright. Let me make sure the camera's in the right position. Okay. Well, let me blow the wrap.
That thing's like a mini jet engine.
Huh?
That thing's like a mini jet engine.
So we want to blow away any potential debris or dust. around the area. Oh, and it died.
Damn.
Perfect. Okay. Let me start unrolling it and then you can hit play. So far it's just the same as wrapping. It does come with a protective layer and I've already taken that off. So let me make sure this is like on here. Okay. Ready? Go, hit play. Positive. Okay, so we're just gonna position it real quick. So unlike wrapping, I'm gonna set this whole thing up right now. Okay. So we'll first start with the far side, like I normally do. You can see how, even though I haven't really pulled on it, it's already conforming to the shape. Okay, this is why PPF is awesome. And everyone should switch over from wrapping vinyl to PPF if you can. Okay, let me set up the camera. Hold on. Okay, there we go. For this, this is where the paradox spool comes into play very well. Have you seen me in the shot? Ashley? Okay, here we go. How's it?
Linda, thank you for the heart.
Yeah, thank you.
Will cost more. PPF does cost more. Just the way material is made and how long it lasts. It's a lot more durable than a wrap.
Okay. So I'm going to do the same thing to this side. Notice how normally I would have to heat the wrap in the middle with the heat gun to get it to soften up. Then I can do my little pull around the corner. But I couldn't go all the way because the wrap starts to get real wrinkly and crazy here because it doesn't want to stretch like this. But with the PPF, it'll go all the way to the end without you having to heat it up. This is why this material is superior. Hit play. as you can see here, this thing totally conformed to the shape without me having to heat it at all. Okay, up here, you just pull it up and relax it, and it will just hug your curves. Okay, now it's about releasing the tension to make it into the recessed area. Okay, so like right here, look at that. Okay, I don't even have to do anything. It just works. Okay. Okay. Okay, so now that I have that, I'm just gonna release some of this tension here. I'm just gonna let this relax. Okay. I want the edges to relax. I don't want a lot of tension. All the tension just comes right about here. Okay, we're gonna go over here and do this side first. So we'll set you guys back here. We'll try not to get in the way. And you guys can watch.
Black hoodie car is right outside the door.
Okay, here we go. Okay, get clips and whatever you need to.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy.
Okay. Alright, so we're just gonna do it. No heat used so far. Here I'm just gonna release all this tension. I'm just gonna squeegee. Let me get some liquid, make this baby glide. Okay. I'm gonna move the YouTube camera right over here so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, so there's a little line up here. See how easy this goes on? You really don't have to do much if you set it up correctly. Especially with the Paradox PPF. Okay. This color and lots of other colors are on the website right now under the PPF section. See, it's got air release. Can my camera see? We want to do the outside sections first. Then you can just kind of secure the vent area. There we go. She's looking good. Okay. All squeegeed out. All right. I'll move you guys back over here. We'll start dealing with this section. So down here, it has to come down quite far. So what I'm actually going to do is split this right now. So we're going to split this somewhere over here. Then we're going to bring it down. Okay. Cut this. I'm going to make kind of like a U shape right here. Just cut like this. Cut like this. Maybe a little more. And I want to round this off so that it doesn't split on me. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're actually going to undo some of this. Because it needs to curve all the way down to here. So I got a lot extra up here. I'm going to bring some of this down. Good position. Now that I know where I want it. Okay. Oh, my wrap's starting to get a little undone over here. Anchor it in the corners. Then I'm going to start working out the little wrinkles. So
Chibi, what's up? Thank you
so
for
no heat at all, as you can see. Switch to a different glove.
Is the PPF film thinner than the vinyl?
I would say it's a little thicker. It just feels different. It feels like a balloon. You know when you blow up a balloon? Feels like a balloon. Like gummy. Is it thinner? It's 8 millimeters. So.
How'd you start wrapping?
Just because I like modifying cars. And this is the cheapest way to modify your car with the biggest bang for your buck. Look at that. Okay. So, the top is pretty much already set. Then we just have to work the bottom. We're just gonna set the top first. When I say set, I mean you just put it into place. You can go back and undo it if you need to. Okay, you see how I'm just letting it relax? Okay, I took all the tension out of it and basically just squeegee in. Okay, I'll talk you guys through this side. The other side I'm gonna do it silently for my ASMR videos. Okay? So we won't be talking on the other side. So ask your questions now.
Yeah, I self-taught.
Look how easy. Okay, you pretty much wrapped the whole front, the whole bumper already. In the recess areas over here, what we're gonna do is, hold on, I'm gonna drop this camera down a little bit. In the recess areas, you can't just push it in. Okay? There's no killing the memory. Is the cut tape useful for the beginner? Yes.
If you want everything explained again, this live will be going
Yeah, this will be going on YouTube.
on YouTube, so.
So if you miss any portion of this live, you can go back and watch it on YouTube.
Yep, once it's posted up.
After I post the full video. Okay. Watch the YouTube questions too.
I'm trying to.
Okay, so here, there's a recess area right here, okay? We know that we can't push it in all the way. I left the thing somewhere over here where the black starts. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lift this up. PPF is not like wrap where you could heat it out and kill the memory and then push it in. I wouldn't even depend on that. Okay? What I would do is lift this back up, release the tension. Okay, there we go. This is not like wet applied PPF either. You have to work it into the recess areas. Okay. Especially on a non-painted car like this. Okay. I see where my black wrap starts is right over here. Okay, so I only need to go to about right here.
This isn't the full-time job. This is just a hobby. We do this part-time pretty much. Is the cut tape helpful for a beginner? It is. It's helpful for pros too. Anyone.
Okay. I don't have to worry about this section, about working it in, because I'm going to be cutting it right here and there's a piece of black there. Okay. So I just need to go to there. That's it. I'm going to pull these wrinkles out. Okay. No heat required. Look at that. Bam.
You got a link for that little compressed air gun you were using earlier?
Just go on to Amazon and go compressed air compressor. Just get any of them. They all work the same. Okay.
Yeah, the knifeless tape is purely situational, really. It depends on what area that you're running into that'll really help it out. It really helps on spoilers in certain areas of front bumpers, back bumpers, especially by the headlights and taillights. Knifeless tape is really useful for that. So.
Okay. So here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna squeegee this to here, like so.
No, this is dry application. There's no water underneath.
Yeah, this is, you can put water underneath if you want to, but this is dry install.
How much for a roll of this color?
$9.50. It's in my on my website under the PPF section. Okay, so look. Once we get down to here, we're gonna work it into this recessed area right here. Okay, there's a little recessed area that I showed you guys earlier, where I sprayed with clear coat.
It's colored PPF.
Okay, so
Got a C6 vet wrapped. I need redone. It's horrible.
pull up. We would love to do your C6, especially in PPF. It's just a little more expensive, but it is definitely worth it. This will last 8 to 10 years.
You apply this
take care of it right.
PPF has the same temp as normal vinyl? What do you mean?
Yes.
Like room temperature? Yeah.
Room temperature. That's where we're at now. It's fall in California.
Oh, yeah. It's finally starting to cool
It's
off.
not that hot. I'm still sweating a little.
Ooh.
Okay.
We're in Northern California.
So you see how I haven't had to use heat at all? Using heat really doesn't help much because this will just straighten out. Okay? But you just have to make sure that you're not putting yourself into like a wrinkle trap. See here? I'm pulling it backwards. So I have some horizontal tension on it. So this is just like our old method. Go back to the old method. Okay.
I'm so used to it. I try deviating from it, and then
Well, with vinyl, you use the new method. With PPF, you kind of use
Yeah,
the old method because
yeah.
you're not heating it to release the tension.
would you make a video on wrapping rims?
If someone pays me to, sure. But the amount of money I charge you to wrap rims, you'd probably just get another rim.
How do you get air out of the
Can you see
corner?
that?
Yeah.
There you go.
How do you get air out of the corner?
The corner?
Mm-hmm.
Or you just squeegee it towards the corner like this. Okay. Then you get all these wrinkles out. Okay. You don't want a lot of tension. You just want to bring it towards the corner. That way it was set up. PPF is very unique in that it kind of just conforms. Can they see? Hold on. It kind of just conforms to what you want it to do. Might have to do this whole underside and stuff.
Oh, this is yeah. It's a vent, so you'll see how he works that out. Yeah.
That's gonna be cut out. We just don't want this to fold over too much. Okay, so we're working it down to this edge here.
It's because it's colored PPF. I mean, if you wanted to, you could wrap a license plate, but
Sure, you can wrap anything. It's up to you.
yeah.
You're the artist. Okay. Alright. So we got all this nice and flat. I want to make sure that I get all the air out of this.
How hard is it to wrap an R32 GTR front bumper?
As hard as it is to wrap an R34 from a bumper. You can watch that video on my YouTube. All right, here we go.
Nah, it's not lagging. It was just
So here we are.
20%. Our Super MK5 is hard to wrap.
Yes. Very.
Those are like the new ones, right?
Yeah. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it off right around here.
Want to wrap my Mustang, but I get nervous to mess it up.
Grab me that knife. right there by your foot.
You can. You just gotta face that fear.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna cut it off right around here somewhere.
Our Genesis, oh no, you're, our Genesis Coupe's easy to wrap.
Watch that video I just did.
Oh yeah, the brand new one. Yeah, on YouTube we just posted that video of the Genesis we just did a few weeks ago. You'll see how that is.
Okay. So here I'm just gonna cut this off.
Okay, thanks for the rose.
Okay, thank you.
I have a wide body kit with a wrap stick to fiberglass, or do I need primer in?
If it's smooth, it will stick. So sand it smooth, primer if you have to, then it will stick. Okay. Put this up right here.
1 out of 10, how hard is it to wrap a Mustang?
Depends on which one. We got a Mustang coming up next, so you can tune in and see it. Okay. So let me open this up here. It just folded on itself. So I want to unfold it.
Has someone ever lied to you that a wrap shop did a terrible job, but in reality they DIY'd it?
I don't care. I don't care if they lie or not. We're gonna make it look better. Doesn't matter if they did it or a wrap shop did it. Okay. Bottom line is, when you bring it to us, it's gonna look better, period. This happens when you have years of practice. Okay, so I'm doing some of these parts that are like stuck onto itself. This is probably the worst part of wrapping.
Any recommendations for glue lines and vinyl? Pick it back up to the glue line and a little bit past it and reheat it and relay it without any stretch on it.
Yeah. Glue lines only happen is because you stretched it different than the part before it.
How much does this cost? Depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for the color itself and doing it yourself, it's going to be a different price from having somebody else do it for you.
Okay.
The color itself is $9.50.
Okay.
Besides the pay, do you guys enjoy the hobby? Absolutely. This is like very therapeutic, very relaxing. I don't know, something about it. It's like meditation.
Okay, so we're gonna leave that there for now. We're gonna work the rest of this first and see what happens. It's my first time wrapping one of these parts, so we're gonna deal with this bottom section here. Let me set up the cameras. Okay. Oh, let me grab my squeegee. Okay.
Fall them over. Where's the music? We're recording
Well, we're
live
YouTube,
on
so
YouTube, and YouTube's going to copyright it, so
we can't do music.
can't do music tonight. Yeah. You have to detail the paint beforehand, or do the cars usually come smooth?
What?
We don't detail it. That's up to the owner and what they do. I mean, if push comes to shove and we have to detail a spot, then we'll do it to the best of our abilities, but can't guarantee anything. And normally we go to you first to let you know that whatever is required to move on. What's this color called? Looks great. It's the Chanel yellow. You find it on our website.
We basically wrap what you bring us. So if your paint looks terrible, we might be able to sand it a little bit, but
Right.
no guarantees. We're not a body shop.
I watch y'all wrap with overstretched pieces almost always. How does this stuff not peel back? Because it's not overstretched.
It's not overstretched. You just don't understand. Okay. Oh, there we go.
If it was overstretched by the time that he heated it, well, this isn't normal vinyl. But if it was normal vinyl, by the time he heated it, you would be seeing it already try and pull back.
We made videos about this.
Yeah.
Overstretching is what people who are ignorant say, because they're not there to actually see it. They just stare at a video.
Right.
Okay. If you're there to see it, then you would know that it works the way I do it. Well, I think this one we're gonna have to cut off somewhere over here, because...
And besides, if you have to ask the question, how does it not peel back? You already just answered your question right there. It's not overstretched. Okay. How is this different from normal vinyl? This is the material is a little bit different, and PPF lasts a lot longer. It'll last up to 8 to 10 years.
Paint protection film is significantly different. It's a different type of plastic. It's not PVC. Okay. Piece of something here. Okay. All right, you want to get into these recess areas first without any tension. Okay. Then you lock it in. Once you're in it without any tension, like what I'm doing now, then you can give it a little bit of heat just to make sure. So now we'll break out the heat gun before we continue on.
I want to learn how to do this myself, trying to wrap my SUV.
You definitely can. Lots of people have watched my videos and done it themselves. You can watch us do it live.
Door ding would definitely not tear this, no.
Not what?
Tear it.
No. This is paint protection film. Okay, so we're going to give it a good amount of heat here, just to make sure. There we go.
Still, that's so hilarious.
What? Okay.
Oh, did you see that Mortal Kombat thing I sent you earlier? That was hilarious. Yeah. You see the Diddy?
That was
The Diddy one?
They had like 3 Diddies.
Yeah.
Predator.
The Predator one, yeah. What was the other one? The oil one. That was that.
Diddy,
Yeah, that was funny.
Like the diddler.
The diddler, yeah. That shit was funny.
Okay. The guy looking like the diddler. That shit was amazing. I would totally. They should make that game.
A Mortal Kombat with all the celebrities.
Yeah. I would totally play that. You'd probably get sued, but
Probably.
worth it. Okay. There we go.
Thinking of wrapping my Infinity Q50. Have you wrapped one? If so, what was the most complicated area?
Not yet. We've done G35s, which are kind of similar. You can use that as a guide. It's kind of all the same. Okay, so we have it there. This area is a problem.
Is it easier to work with wrap in the winter or the summer? They both have their pros and cons, to be honest. They need to come back with Celebrity Deathmatch. They do. That shit was funny. What's your idealistic car, not your dream? I think my idealistic car was the one that I have outside right now.
Okay.
The FRS.
We might have to readjust over there. We're just gonna try to get this.
Paradox have a teal color? He does. We do.
Oh, what?
A teal color. We got a lot.
Yeah, lots of colors. Check out the website, links in the bio.
What color is the MR2?
Okay, so right here,
What do you mean, what color is the MR2?
we're gonna try to single piece this.
What's the most complicated area when you wrap the GR86? Probably the bumper. The bumper is usually the more complicated area of that car. That car is a very easy car to wrap.
Can both cameras see what I'm doing?
Yes. Isn't this the MR2 getting wrapped? Yes, this is the Chanel yellow. I thought he was meaning the other MR2 because we have the other one too.
Not yet.
Yeah, not outside, but yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna try to go all the way down into here. Okay. It's kind of like a game of massage. You have to kind of massage this in without it getting too bunched up in one section. If this doesn't work, I can always cut it off right here along this edge till about, heck, you can do this whole section in a separate piece if you wanted to. Okay. So if it doesn't work, I'll cut it off right here and then we'll run a different section, or we'll cut a hinge right around here or something, and then we'll angle it upwards. So, but first I'm going to try to one piece this as it sits. So we just want to get it into where it meets up with the diffuser area here.
It's fine. I enjoy it. I don't know. Mom gets she jumps on the mute. I like letting them write it out, and then they feel stupid once the reality kicks in and this is done. Completely against what they're saying. So
listen, none of these people even have this car to even criticize. Okay, so if you have one of these and you manage to wrap it differently than me, then you can talk shit. But in the meantime, they can say whatever they like. They just don't have this. Okay? That's like saying, you know, if I was in an NBA, I would totally dominate the game by doing this. Bro, you can't even play in the NBA. You know?
can't even run a mile.
Yeah, that's like asking Michael Jordan to listen to what you have to say. No one cares, bro. No one cares. Because you can't even shoot a free throw. Okay. That's a tough cookie. Get in there. Okay, so we're gonna heat this up. Gonna make sure that none of this lifts back. Okay, so that's good. We just want to sit along this edge here. And then we're gonna start massaging this stuff down here. Okay. This is very under the car. So you can always go back in here and then redo this in a separate piece. Cut off whatever the issue is if you need to. But we just want to go as low as possible. Okay.
All right.
There we go.
Is this entire car overstretched? We've laid the entire thing down. Right over here in the front bumper area. You use a lot of the same method. See any wrinkles? Quite a professional wrapper, aren't you?
Okay, there we go.
$100,000, right? But
100,000 on TikTok don't mean jack.
right, exactly.
Everybody and their mom has 100 on TikTok.
Nothing's lifting though. Doesn't make any sense. Right?
All right, there we go.
The whole entire thing's overstretched. It's overstretched. Insanely overstretched, isn't it?
I guess there we go. Okay. All right, so even if you do overstretch this area I'm working on, you can always go back and run this whole section as a separate piece down here by cutting it off right here on that edge. Okay. So they can say whatever they like. All of them have ugly cars compared to me. So here we're going to just give it a little bit of heat. Okay. That guy's just mad that no one watches his stupid videos. There we go. If you guys on YouTube aren't aware, TikTok is full of haters. And they like to come in and comment, and we entertain them sometimes. Okay. So, this all might come lifting up because there's no paint in here. If there was paint, I just put just a little clear coat. If there was paint, then it would stick better. Since there's no paint, it might have an issue because I am pulling quite heavy on this.
All right, man. Here. Ooh, man. Bro's a teacher now.
There we go. All right, so we made it all the way to the edges. Okay, so basically with PPF film, you can put a little more stretch on it, but it does tend to pull back on certain places if you do it too much. You just want to control it and feel it out. Okay, most likely I have to redo this whole piece in a separate piece.
Excess wrap you usually want to cut off.
Okay.
So he's cutting. He's tucking underneath as far as it can go, and then he'll cut it off later. Because I mean, it's under the car. You don't look at that. So
Yeah, sometimes you just do the other side in a separate piece. If it comes down to it. This might be too curvy for it. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Okay, so when I heat it up, there's no way of getting around this kind of like peak right here. So when this all happens, what we're gonna do is this. Okay, here's the trick.
there's no case to red. Ooh, this guy.
Why are you even arguing with him? Just block his ass. That guy's dumb as shit. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a cut right here.
Does this PPF lose tackiness?
No. As long as it doesn't get dirty, it won't lose tackiness.
Where's the video of the black glitter car? Is that the next one?
I'm editing that one right now.
Are you afraid of cutting the paint? There's no paint on this, so there's nothing to be afraid of.
Okay. There's a body line right here. I'm going to cut along this body line. Okay. Once it starts bunching up at the bottom like this, on this particular bumper, to get into here in one piece, I would recommend that you cut this piece off, do it separately. Okay. You don't need to remove it all the way, you just need to do this. Okay. Give it a little bit of horizontal tension. Put this up right where it belongs, right there. Okay, so now look. Now look what happens.
Yeah, you are dumb, dude. You are. You're stupid.
Okay. I don't want the YouTube chat to just be you and that dude arguing.
Yeah, well.
So block him because you're ruining my YouTube video.
It's not overstretched.
Block him because you're ruining my YouTube video.
Yeah.
Stop arguing with idiots. Okay. All right. Okay. There we go. So now you're just giving it a light stretch around. And you're just changing the direction of the tension. Okay, just like that. Okay, then we're going to go on the other side and we're going to adjust that overlap. I just want to lock it. Kind of lock it right here. Okay. Lock into place. It's kind of like wrapping any super curved surface. Okay. There we go. Yeah, guys, if you're doing this yourself from home, don't listen to the rabid idiots of the internet, okay? These people love to come on and tell you what to do and how to do it without paying you any money. So you can take whatever they're saying as whatever the homeless people talk about in the street. Okay, if you sit here and try to argue with them, it'll just really drive you to madness. Okay, so now that we have this set up, we're going to readjust this. So now this is a totally separate piece, and you can choose to do this as a different piece, or use this piece that you cut off, whatever you want. There's lots of scrap pieces to be had. Okay. Just like that. And you do want a little bit, hold on. Okay, we want to make sure it's up here. You do want a little bit of stretch when you're going around this curve, because this is quite a round object. So the more horizontal stretch you have, the better it is to wrap around your object. See that? Okay. All this is smooth. All these wrinkles are flowing this way. And then now, you can just squeegee.
No, there's not do that. I'm holding the TikTok camera. I'm not actually, my bad for the YouTube guys, because I haven't really been.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, pay attention to both chats.
I was hoping he was going to do that car, the new glitter. You thought the new glitter on this one? That would have been cool.
Eventually, maybe. That requires a lot of work. That new glitter. And it requires that the car is wrapped already. So what I'm doing now is I'm just putting some wrap on this car. There we go. See? Once I heat it up, you guys really can't see it because you're not under the car. But once you heat it up, it will stick to the surface very well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright. You want some of that overlap on top. That way, you can just cut it off where the excess is. Now with PPF, you cannot use knifeless tape.
What's up, Skylar?
Okay.
An overlap is not wrong.
No, there's no such thing as wrong. You can seam any body line. Okay. And especially, this is my car, I can do whatever the fuck I want. Alright. Am I still rolling on both cameras?
Yeah.
Can you see everything? Okay. There we go. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to test it with the heat on this edge where I'm about to cut it. Want to make sure that nothing's going to pull back on me. PPF generally has less pullback than wrap does. It really just wants to conform to what you want it to do. Okay, as you can see there, nothing's pulling back. We're good. We're just going to make a very precise cut here. Okay. There you go. Right on the body line. You can't even see it. Okay, and then here, can they see what I'm doing?
Yeah, but it's focused on you. I can't focus it on YouTube.
What?
YouTube, I can't manually focus.
Okay, I need to get up close so I know I'm cutting in the right place.
Oh yeah, no, I get paid good.
All right, there we go. Okay. Beautiful. Look at that. Gorgeous. Okay. Problem solved. I just have to trim this out. But I like to leave this extra just in case. We're going to leave it outside and make sure the heat gets to it and we can see what it's going to do.
Yes, he is my father.
Okay. Up here, we're going to do this tail light. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to want to fold that flap in. We're just going to cut right about here. Okay. We're going to fold this whole thing in. We're probably going to do an inside piece in here in the yellow, but we could leave it black as well. We'll see how it looks once I put the tail light on. Okay, just like that. And then here, we're going to continue. It actually ends right up here, so we're going to make a cut this way. You can open up the garage door. It's
It is starting to get out, yeah. This is the MRT kid. I just forgot to reply, Skyler.
What?
I haven't been looking at that yet. It's kind of much. I like pop on for a second. And then, yeah, I mean, there's other things. I'll shoot you a text after the live's done. Catch you up to speed.
Okay.
God, now it's gonna be too cold.
Ooh, that air is so good. Okay.
Have you ever done a big, bad cut on a wrap that you had to redo the whole thing?
Yeah, all the time. All the time. But over time, as you get practice, you'll stop making those mistakes. Right here, this cut is starting to split.
I don't know why people think I'm in danger.
So I have to.
I'm with my father. This is nothing.
I am wielding a blade.
Okay, yeah, what do you... Okay.
All right, here we go. There we go. It's folded on itself. I have to pull this, scoot this up a little bit because it is getting a little... Okay.
How's the Greenview R4 running? Saw you at Shell yesterday on Auburn and Antelope.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
It's great. I daily that thing.
That's sick.
You know why I daily it? It's on E85, baby. $3 a gallon. Okay.
There was a particularly irritating thorn in my side about 15 minutes ago, Skylar, that you missed. And I don't know. I haven't gotten thoroughly irritated with somebody as much as that person. The stuck up, incessant, just constant, everything, me, I'm better. This is wrong, you're wrong, incorrect, right? But yeah, and so I guess that's probably why everybody's asking, okay, what happened? Because I went quiet, start quiet. That's why I've been quiet now, because...
Well, no, you should still answer questions.
Some of them, the good ones, the decent ones.
If they're a loser, just block. I don't know why you guys get so worked up. People have been talking shit for years.
Yeah. What car is it?
And look at it. I'm still doing my thing. If people ain't hating, you ain't doing it right.
If you're safe, do a backflip. Yeah.
All right, there we go.
Looks like glow in the dark. It doesn't. How do you lay in between? And what do you do if the light is still there? How do you tuck it in the film?
If the light is here, you just cut extra and tuck it under. This light just happens to be easily taken on and off. So if it's easily removable, we'll remove it. Okay. There we have it. And then finally, we're going to finish this off right here. We're going to let these wrinkles go. We're going to relax them. Okay. You want to always relax your wrinkles. So super relaxed right here. Okay. The PPF is built different too, so it will just stretch and do all that for you without you pulling on it very hard at all. Okay. With wrap, that guy would be correct about the overstretching. You would want to not stretch it. You would want to lift it up and heat shrink it to the car. With PPF, it's a little different. That's why these wrappers don't understand. Okay. Those suckers haven't used PPF before. Okay. So we're even going to, there was a lot of pulling right here, so we're just gonna let the heat kind of relax all that. Relax this as well. Okay. Okay, and we're all done. Pretty much all set. We can cut it off now. I'm actually going to go back and test the heat on it first.
Any of these materials, they love sticking to themselves. So, yeah, if you're doing any overlaps, it locks in really good.
Not PPF. PPF doesn't really like to stick to itself because there's a built-in ceramic coating on this. Feels like ceramic coating. And it kind of just floats on top of another one. So you have to just make sure that you don't have a lot of tension because it can lift off if you pull it too hard at the edges. Okay. Notice when I got to the edge, I just stopped pulling. Okay. There we go. Alright. So once you heat this up here, you can see how it kind of just stays. Even this right there stays as well. Okay. A little bit of an air bubble right here. There we go. You want to get all the air bubble out. Okay. That's done. Now it's just this little vent area here. Okay, so we're going to focus on this vent area.
How was the car show over the weekend? It was good.
Oh yeah, the trunk or treat that we went to in Rockland, that was awesome. Met a lot of you guys over there who watch the channel. So really awesome when I meet the supporters. Okay, so right here what we're gonna do is
Skyler.
we're gonna cut this off right about here. Okay. We'll go all the way to here. Actually, We're gonna go all the way to, I left my piece way over here. We're gonna lock this in, look at that. Okay.
This PPF is our brand, yes.
Yeah, this is Paradox PPF, exclusively on the website under the PPF section.
Do you have to be a samurai to make cuts that clean?
I am a ninja. I'm a master of the blade. Okay.
Tell your dad his boy from work says what's up.
What's up? Who is it?
Mr. Maldo.
I don't know who Mr. Marlboro is.
That's their YouTube. Oh. Does this mess up the razor? The more you cut, the more it dulls.
Yeah, it certainly does. That's why you break new blades.
What film is that? It's PPF, Paradox PPF.
Can my camera see?
Yes.
Okay, so as you get to here, you're gonna start cutting off. Okay, there we go. So we're into there, and then we're gonna relieve the tension right here. Okay, and then just like that. We preset the vent in here.
Tommy, thank you. I'm glad you appreciate this.
Yeah, thanks,
Appreciate
Tommy.
watching it. Appreciate your support. Means a lot.
There we go. People out here learning, doing it themselves, making money. Or just simply customizing their cars for cheap because Paradox showed them how without any filter. That's why all these rappers who are in the chat, these professionals, are mad as hell. Because their business sucks. They're doing a half-assed job. Okay, the people who are really good, the really good rappers, they ain't in here hating. They too busy. They too busy working, making money, doing a nice job for clients. It's the ones that suck ass that come in here and hate on me because by me showing you guys how to do this, they can't even undercut the good shops for you guys to pay them because you guys are going to try it yourselves and not pay them. So I think they feel like I'm taking money out of their hands or something.
Yeah, I refuse to believe anybody say something about whatever somebody like that is being constructively criticizing. There's no way that's constructive at all when they're trying to say, incorrect, me, I'm the better one. What I say is true and you're wrong. Don't listen to them, listen to me. No, that is not constructive.
That guy's a hater.
Yes.
I don't need constructive criticism from you. I don't even know you. Why would I listen? If I want constructive criticism, I would just call up my boys at the Rap Institute. Okay? Who are actual professionals. Not some loser on TikTok. Okay, so there you go. And then now, you just cut this vent.
Wrapped my Civic a month ago watching your videos. A whole learning experience. Loved it.
Hell yeah, see? See, that's why they hate on us, okay? They only after me because they don't like the fact that you might be starting your own rap business and putting their dumbass out of business because they suck.
Is that glow in the dark? It is not glow in the dark, no.
They only after me because they don't like the fact that I'm showing you how to do it yourself. And you don't need to pay them thousands of dollars. Or you can just do this for a couple $100. Cheaper than a set of wheels. And we have a payment plan you can go on where you break your wrap purchase up into 4 or 5 different payments. And then it'd just be like $100-something bucks a month for 4 months, and you can get a roll wrap and do this yourself. Look at that. Freaking beautiful. I'm the master of this. Okay. So that's how you do it. Okay. We're going to cut some of this out. Just to get out of the way. Okay, so we're just going to cut some of this. We're going to cut some of this off up here. But we're going to leave extra in case we need to play with it. We don't want to cut to the edge just yet. Just in case it pulls back, you have some extra to work with.
And these cuts are not final.
Okay. Yeah, these aren't the final trimmings. The point of this video is just to show you how to set this thing up. Okay. Then finally, up here, we're gonna make sure that we're good here. We don't want it to split anymore. Okay, I'm gonna very lightly cut that.
This color is the Chanel yellow.
I'm gonna cut this with a lot extra. That way I can tuck it in.
Cindy. Thank you, Cindy. Always coming through, sending some fun stuff. Appreciate you.
All right, let me break a new blade here. My blade got dull already.
Is it a buttery yellow in real life?
I would say it's like a banana
Yeah, kind of like think of like
cream pie.
Yeah, like a lemon pie kind of. Yeah.
Like a banana pudding.
Bacar.
This is a Porsche Carrera GT Mirage 999.
Why do you cut at every body line if it wraps over it just fine?
What?
Why do you cut at every body line if it wraps over it just fine?
Wraps over what just fine?
The body line.
What body line? I cut at the body lines that I have to. It's not just fine. I know from experience that if I don't do it, it will lift up. Okay.
Whole car here.
All right, there we go. So we left a little extra up here. We're gonna use that to tuck in. I don't want to make a final cut there yet. I'm gonna trim some of this off here.
That's the wrap versus paint on this car.
To paint this car, it would have been $20,000.
20,000? Is that what you got quoted for this?
It was like literally like 6 to 8K just to do the body work. So
The body work was crazy expensive.
6K. If I had to do the rest of the top, they would have been like 9.
Yes, we wrap Mike's cars. He came over here like 5 days ago now.
Yeah, he was over here the other day looking at colors.
Yeah. So he's still chill. I don't know what does people. I keep seeing people say that he's beefing with people.
And he's beefing with his old homies.
Yeah.
But hey.
Is that why he made that post or whatever? He's like dropping people or I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because one of his homies was doing some stuff. And like, all right, we'll trim all that later. Okay, so we're gonna give you guys a quick walk around here on YouTube of this. Okay, we won't show you the whole car because you have to see the whole car when you tune into the full episode. But this was a live demo of how to wrap the back bumper of a very complicated car with PPF using zero heat. Okay, so the PPF is, hold on, let me sit over here. Make sure I'm in the shot. Am I in the shot for YouTube?
No. Well, kinda, yeah.
How about now?
Yeah, that's better.
All right, so the PPF is incredibly durable. It is like nothing you've ever used before because it just stretches and bends and does all the things that wrap would normally do if you would have heated up, okay? But it performs like a heated up wrap that's nicely warmed by the heat gun without you having to heat it. So the strategies are generally the same. You want to stretch it around the corner on all convex surfaces, surfaces that are like this. You want to stretch around it, areas that concave in or recessed areas. You want to relieve the tension and then work it into there first. Then you can stretch around the curve again, okay? Unlike regular wrap, when you're doing it, instead of stretching around the curve on wrap, you would brush out the wrap so that it straight wraps to the car. On a PPF, you can heat it up. I haven't really played with a brushing out method, but right now this method works where you just literally just squeegee it and then you start working it towards the corners and then the recess area. And it'll stick. It has a little bit of a hard time sticking to this car because it's not painted. If you do it on a painted car, it's even easier. So give it a try. If you want to order PPF, go check out the link below in this video. This is the Chanel yellow. You can check out all the other colors. We have hundreds of colors. A lot of them are uploaded already, but the PPF colors are spectacular. Looks like paint, performs incredibly well, incredibly durable. You can take this outside, leave it out there. As long as you keep it clean, wash it. They even suggest that you wax this, just like paint, once you're done. And then it will last 8 to 10 years if you take care of it properly. All right, YouTube, that's it. We're going to cut the feed here. We're going to continue on the other side on probably TikTok Live and do some more music. And then I'll record my ASMR section on the other side. So you want to join us for the rest of this, go on to TikTok, check it out. This video will be archived, and then we'll release this video on how to do a back bumper using PPF from beginning to end. And you can rewatch this once the full video goes live. I'm going to show you the whole car right now because I'm going to save it for that video. So thank you guys for tuning in on YouTube. We'll catch you guys next time. Okay, we're going to end it here.